Hello guys, how you all doing? Got another very cool video for you. I received this piece in this week. Highly anticipated piece for me because just a little bit of a background story, but I love The Shining. I love Jack Nicholson in The Shining, and I used to have a really quite impressive Shining bust back way back when I started collecting, and I was probably a little bit reckless when I started collecting. I was trying to buy everything, as we all do, and I ended up selling it, and I sold it cheap as well. And one of my biggest regrets, if not the biggest regret, so I've always had a Jack Torrance on the radar, and to be fair, there's not really a lot out there, but I did reach out to Mossogs, aka Tad Morris, a guy I've dealt with in the past. He did me an amazing Regan Exorcist bed frame bust, which has got a lot of views on my channel actually. Amazing piece. Just so big, I had to let it go. But he's a very cool guy to work with, and like I say, I reached out to Tad, and I did have my eyes, because he did do the actual half portion of the face peering through the door. If you want to see that piece, my buddy Palco's Horror Collection, amazing guy. He's got a couple of good videos on that piece as well. I don't know whether Mossog still offers those, but you could always ask if you wanted to, go with that version. But I had to have the full bust, and when I see that Tad had was offering this, I had to get it. So let's have a closer look at this amazing bust. Obviously, it's from one of the, if not the most iconic horror scene. I think it's definitely up there. That's definitely open for debate, but the Here's Johnny scene, where he puts the axe through the door, peers through, and then obviously says those famous words. And this is just this is so realistic. I think that is the sweet spot. That is the money shot right there, with the eyes just peering off to the left. And if you could imagine kind of having like the door there all sort of broken to pieces, framing the face, I mean, it doesn't really get any better than that. But like I say, I've got the full bust. So this is obviously life size. It is made from silicone with, I think they're acrylic eyes, and I think it's resin teeth, all hand punched hair, hand brushed eyebrows, you name it. It's got all the details, and Ted does everything. He makes the eyes, he makes he does the whole lot. The guy's an absolute machine. I don't know really how he manages to keep up with all these orders and doing a full-time job and a family man as well. It's just, wow. Yeah, I don't know how he does it. But it certainly is amazing. The very cool thing with this piece, I should probably have started with the base. Let's have a look at the base, actually. But the cool thing with it, it's actually on like a sort of, you've got this kind of like metal pipe, if you like, and then the bust actually mounts inside. It's got like a sort of a wooden rod or a dowel, if you like, that goes through the pipe, so you can actually turn this, so you can actually sort of position it at an angle or anything like that, which is great for, doing a sort of showcase video for you guys. I haven't got to use Lazy Susan or anything like that, so it's very cool. But you've got the iconic carpet pattern for the base. And what I really like about Tad is that he always thinks outside the box with his bases. He's done a few busts with David from the Lost Boys, The Exorcist Regan, and this bust, and he's always sort of thinking, like I say, a bit outside the box. I think he's Regan had the pipe actually going through the Bible The Lost Boys has got the Escape All Vampires comic, and this has got the like the iconic pattern. It's a really nice touch. And like I say, he does everything, all the clothing. As you can see, if I just go back, it is quite a tall piece on my plinth. So, but like I say, you can just actually just swivel that round, which is very cool for this video. So I'll give you some sort of like side-on shots. But yeah, just going back to the base, you've got that iconic pattern, which really complements the piece. And if we come up, you've got the shirt and the iconic sort of mauve corduroy jacket. And then that awesome face. If we just turn it around. I mean, yeah, that is Jack Torrance. 100%. I've had to futz a little bit with the hair to kind of get it to look right. It probably could do with still a little bit more messing about. I did debate whether to put a little bit of texture, a little bit of sort of product in the hair, just to give it a little bit, maybe a bit more depth. And you know, I made him look a little bit too kind of clean cut out the barbershop. I'm not too sure, but it's very cool. And Tad also, he doesn't sort of skimp out in terms of like the hair punching. The whole hair is all punched in, as you can see. A lot of time and a lot of effort goes into that. Same with the eyebrows. Not an easy thing to do. Like, I've actually like hand laid hair. I've never punched it, but even getting the hairline right, you know, if you go slightly too far back or slightly too far forward, completely throws the face off. It's sort of, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, it's kind of easy to do, but it really isn't. Same with the eyebrows as well. You've got to get like the hairs in the right direction, especially with something like this, because Jack is, you can see the kind of like the creases in his face. He's kind of like, there's a lot of emotion and anger in his face, and you've got to get the eyebrows to kind of represent that, and the hair's going in the right directions, and he's really done that. You've obviously got the punched in stubble. The teeth are really nice as well. He's got a really nice tone to the teeth. They're not too white, they're not too yellow, but there's just hints of slight yellowing in between the teeth. But they're a really nice tone. And then you've got the eyes. If you sort of zoom right into the eyes, you can just see some of those really subtle veins. It is awesome. What I really like about this piece as well, I've not had a piece from Tad, like I say, in some time, but I've always looked at his work, and just to see kind of like how his paint techniques have come along, and to do in my opinion, when you're doing like human skin, it's hard to get it right. And the skin tones on this, you can just see, the camera might not really be picking it up, but there's some really nice subtle mottling and pink hues, sort of like pink and red hues. There's like very, very slight greens in there as well, and blues. But all those hues are kind of in the right places. It's like around the tips of the ears, and it's really well painted. I was really impressed with the skin tones and the silicone as well, where he's kind of where those the mottling kind of ends and the hues are not kind of there. It's got the sort of transparency or the translucency, should I say, of the silicone to make it look really realistic. It's a really nice paint job. And then like the portrait itself, it just shows so much emotion, and I think the paint job helps that as well, in terms of like the sort of like the slightly pinkish, like reddish cheeks, and you know, there's a lot of emotion, especially around the eyes, and you've got some really nice sort of pink and red hues, kind of all in the crevices. Like I say, I may tweak the hair a little bit more. I've been messing with it quite a bit, really, because I'm a little bit anal about things like that. I may put some product in there. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. Just give it a slight bit of different texture. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. This is better than the one I got rid of all those years ago. And that was like I say, it was my biggest regret, because you've got to have a Jack Nicholson. And to be fair, there's not that many out there. So like I say, when I found out that Tab was offering this in the full bust, I had to get it. Obviously, love that there. I'm just turning around a minute. Yeah, I with this bust, you've got to kind of, it's one of those ones, you've either got to have it straight on, or you want to sort of have it displayed like this side of the face. So the eyes are kind of coming into your direction as you know, as he was sort of peering through the broken door. Luckily, like where I've got him at the moment, I'm kind of just to the side of him, so I've kind of got this angle where, like I say, I think that's where the money is, really. But it is screaming out for his axe, which I am working on getting. I'm looking at a few options. The Trick or Treat Studios version is sold out everywhere. They had a few on eBay recently and they've all gone. I slept on it, and yeah, big regret. But there's a few on Etsy that I'm looking at. They look quite nice. I just think having the axe there, maybe just sort of positioned to the side, or you know, just somewhere around this piece, we'll just finish it off. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. It's just so good to get him back in the collection. It's such an iconic scene. Like I say, I think it's possibly the most iconic horror scene. I don't know. It's definitely up there. Just pan back a bit. Love the carpet design. It just complements the bust so well. And Tad as well, super cool guy to work with. Always sort of like, if you've got any questions, I mean, I just kind of left him to it, really, waiting until he's done. But when I have actually sent him a message, he's super good and fast at replying. Very cool guy to work with. And he's helped me out with a few things before as well in the past. So, yeah, super nice guy. Goes above and beyond as well. He actually dropped this in with another piece for me. And it was super nice to meet him. I'm sure you will be watching this, Tad. Like I say, I thank you so much. So happy with him, and it was super cool to meet you the other day. There you go, guys. Jack Torrance from Stan Kubrick's The Shining. Obviously, I'll leave Mosshog's details down below if you are interested in ordering a piece, this piece, or you know, some other pieces that he's offering. He's got some really cool pieces in the future pieces in the pipeline as well. So quite exciting. Hopefully he'll start on those in the future. But yeah, love that shot there. Let me know what you think, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, stay safe, and I will catch you later.